and see another day. See what we can do, man. So the L Bugger.
It is said the only constant is
Back at the
change in
crib.
college football, but over more than 150 years,
What you gonna do again? You got another try, number 8. Fake Kirk Cousins. Can you turn it to Kirk Cousins when he's good?
And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this in an offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Algier. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain. And enough to move the chains.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got a wide open receiver. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Runs through the tackle. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
A nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back.
Where's all we go?
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Good work, boy.
And the running game is so important.
Learned
Inside
it.
that 10-yard line, and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Play my baby.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Intercepting. The defense has set him up.
As a quarterback, you can't leave your receiver enough to make the play. You got to put
George,
the ball gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing
good play by 51. Go ahead and see him. Got on block. Get through the traffic.
Best defenses in all of
Get through the traffic.
Any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
See another down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the
Who would it be there?
They didn't get much of a chance
That's
to
my
make that
fault.
play.
Going back towards my shirt.
Turnover has them set up at the 16.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first. Your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up, ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd.
Yeah. I'm coming. Give me a sec. What?
Back to pass. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give to the back. Fights off the defender. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout.
Let it throw.
He's straight downfield.
Ain't no way you be throwing it to.
What a play there to pick up the first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
They go to the draw. Got the first down. Looking for more.
Hey,
he's
okay.
Down after a really nice run there.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. It's a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Inside the 91.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little release to the back. At the 20, he's got space.
Good play. Someone told me to just do it.
I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job
that's fucking pick.
in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's
Play,
going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going on.
My bad.
Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Washington State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows
Pick
are small.
thank
That's what
Jesus.
near the goal line, David.
Pick all the way.
Take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
Sorry.
And move on.
Ain't even need to throw that.
Points. That's something that we can harp on.
And they be able to read.
But now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Callum. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. LSU quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open. So knowing they still have more chances to get this first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He got to the 4-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. Flying out.
Let him get that wild ass block.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it away.
Play, bro.
Touchdown, Aggies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss.
Play,
it's one
bro.
thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Hey, bro, let my man get blocked and get held up on the block. That's bad. Gotta get it back. Gotta get it back.
He'll bring it out. It's Hendricks. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28.
Try give me a little speed boost, but that first one had like 3 runs. Had 3 little kick returns. I could have had that shit.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. So you're like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Lincoln. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the grab. The The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He was running through tackles and got the first down and finally got knocked down. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some.
Hey, second half, bro, we're going to put the celebrate the clock on, bro. We both agreeing to it. You can hear me, bro.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to get the corner. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Wilcox. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down their own end. If anything, if they're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He's got it near midfield. And the returner will be brought down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield on first down. Rolling right and going deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right.
Knock me down.
Never a doubt. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gotta make your field goal.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Coming out with it, it's Hendricks. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that.
Oh, you dropped the come on, bro. Don't rob me like that, bro.
What I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating.
Not even their fault, man.
Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, there was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella.
Tackle.
Absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
It's a little savvy.
They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. No, picked off in the end zone.
Bad, bro.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try it over the left side. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying play action. Fires downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Aggies have their offense in high gear. Goes to the option.
Oh, that he cheated! That he cheated! I'm right there! Oh my God!
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. He breaks the tackle.
It's OB, y'all.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop his drive.
She Henry. Henry Bounds.
They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line.
Wasn't even a blitz.
Trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's past the 30. Smashes through the tackle. They'll get the first down.
At 36, we were back on all game. Trying to get something like 26 down.
About the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looking to throw for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They've got him in the backfield, and that will be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap them.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the
I say fuck it, Ryan. He put a celebration flag on. I say fuck it. That's why I've been running the ball for real.
Didn't work on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 8. Now the play fake. Moving away from pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Hey.
That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is getting hammered hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground.
Good job,
Bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Wilcox. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's stuck. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth
GG,
down.
bro.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
How much fun is that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams go.